Hello, welcome back to our Rule the Waves 3 playthrough of Italy starting 1890, Mare Nostrum. We are just over a year at war against France, and we are beating the brakes off of them right now. I'm kind of afraid that they're going to go into raiding mode soon, but they still have capital ships, so there's a chance that we might see some fleet battles here. Although we appear to have sunk all of their carriers at this point. They have no light carriers left. They have no regular carriers in service, no battle cruisers. They do have some heavy cruisers, some light cruisers, plenty of destroyers, and plenty of corvettes. And they're running out of submarines. They're down to just six. They're building six more. We have 22. We're building 34 more. So you can see where our priorities lay. But also, at the end of the war, we're getting rid of probably anything that's under 100. So we'll probably get rid of all of these here. That's going to be a significant portion. Anyhow, save the game, make it happy. We do not have them blockaded yet, so our rating should be still going strong. Let's take a look at our ship construction queue. We have two, I call them sets, but it's four destroyers at a time. So two sets of destroyers ready, underway, just about a year out, and then a couple more months if you account for working up. And then we've got the new Sparrow class aircraft carriers, which they only hold 70 aircraft, but that's because they will be jet capable. And I have a feeling that after this war ends, we're going to start going a little bit more heavy into jets. We've already developed the light jet fighter. So we'll see how that goes. Once we get the jet attack, um, we'll probably be replacing like all of the dive bombers, all of the torpedo bombers and such with those. Sort of consolidate what we got. Anyhow, let's press a button, see what we get. Next turn. Cruiser action off Sardinia. Corsica, that is. Light cruisers, yeah, we'll do it. We're real close to their airfields, unfortunately. So we might come under attack. And they have no battle cruisers, so we don't have to worry about that. But they do have heavy cruisers, which could be air weather limits air operations. Fantastic. All right, so we got. Let's see here, line ahead. Got some contacts already. And as it turns out, there was an update for uh, Rule the Waves 3 yesterday, I think it was. And they added a few changes. I think they made it so that at nighttime, either nighttime or bad weather, I forget which it is, your destroyers will actually start out in line ahead when they're. Boy, I'm taking hits already. When there are screens for your fleet, they said that's more historically accurate. There were some other changes that I have already forgotten about. Let's see, some hits on heavy cruisers. Are we good to launch torpedoes? I think we are. So we'll do, high speed. Don't mind if we do. Fire. Whoops. That will be okay. That will be okay. And we're going to go back through and we're going to launch another whole set. We'll save one launcher per destroyer, I think on the front three destroyers. Yeah, the front three have some left on them, but oh, oh, yeah. Yes, dead in the water. Fire torpedoes. Give 'em another volley, lads. Or I guess my best Italian would be another. Give 'em another volley. Oh, that sounded like Borat. All right, my cruisers have taken hits already, so we're gonna get them out of there. And I have a feeling that their cruisers are very dead. Oh, my cruiser is dead in the water. It's flooding a little bit. Um, you know what? That means I'll just bring the Minerva back around. Yeah, look at that. They've capsized already. And I guess we'll use the Minerva to uh, guarantee the kill. Fire torpedoes. And we'll do one more volley at the other one that I'm pretty sure is also sinking. Well, I mean, we know it's sinking, but we don't want any miracles. It's weird that it keeps reappearing. Okay. So is this thing? There we go. 3 knots. It's enough to get you home. We'll take our destroyers and go home. We'll take the Minerva and go home. I'm gonna slow the Minerva down a little bit just to kind of hang out here with my little bud. On the cruise speed even. Coastal battery fires an unknown ship. It must be down here. Well, 6 knots. That will get me home. You know, if that is a destroyer down there, then I could get on there and use the Minerva to shoot it up a little bit. Shoot it. There we go. Up to 16 knots on the Urania. Coastal battery. Where's that happening at? Maybe. Oh, it must be over here on this side. I can't get through there because of the enemy port. Yep, there is something going on over there, but I'm not going to concern myself with it too much. The coastal batteries here are really not meant for killing ships anymore. They're really not even a deterrent for ships. They're just sort of there to provide anti-invasion stuff. All right, how'd we do? Oh, a submarine. Nice. We torpedoed an enemy destroyer. So we took some medium damage to the Urania. We sank 2 heavy cruisers and a destroyer. I want to see these ships. Boy, we really got them good with that torpedo wave. 5 torpedo hits. This was a 1932 ship, so about 13 years old at this point. 1932. Cool. Couple of 13,000 ton cruisers down the drain. Excellent. We've commissioned 5 new submarines. We get 7 and 8 inch autoloaders. Can't think of any ships we use that on, maybe other than the Bolzano. The Bolzano uses 8-inch guns. No, it uses 9-inch guns. Okay. Enemy fortifications are holding us up. We're still trying to take over Tunisia. We lost a sub and another sub. We only lost one friendly merchant this month. Very cool. And I'm not going to risk putting us on unrestricted warfare. Don't want anyone else jumping into this battle, this war. Going pretty darn good. Check the almanac for France. They've laid down a battle cruiser, it looks like. Or maybe that was already building. Check out the messages. Germany's laid down a battle cruiser. We've had slowdowns on the Sparrow. France is building another heavy cruiser. It's so like mixed up. I wish it was all together. Like you see, there's like U.S. stuff here, and then U.S. stuff up here, and then Russian stuff here, and then Russian stuff down here. I guess one way to do it, we check, just go in here and check the almanac manually. Building 13. Okay. This Aquatine might come out this year. It says 1945. Estimated. Then they're building a brand new battleship, 63,000 tons. That is a monster ship. That's like almost twice as big as our biggest battleship. I can only imagine. Well, I got a spy in there now, so maybe they'll inform me about what they're doing. Ooh, convoy attack in support of land combat. And if we're cutting off all the enemy convoys going into Tunisia, it feels like it should give us a win, like a victory down there, or at least a better chance of a victory. All right, so the goal on this battle, as usual with convoy battles, is we are going to try to locate the main body of the transports and get our cruisers to just do like a quick little drive-by. This is all going to be with radar. That's probably the transports there on that line. Oh yeah, that looks like transports to me. And then this might also be transports. It's hard to say. Is that maybe 3 lines of transports, potentially? Well, I'm going to get my destroyers on one side, and my cruisers on the other. It looks like we got some escorts down here. It's probably a heavy cruiser. It looks like it's about the same size as my cruiser there, so it's either heavy or light cruiser. Let's see, I just got hits. Medium guns. Captain Captain Dude is dead. But we can fire torpedoes at whoever just hit us. And not going to be very accurate. Alright, let's see if we can't hit that alleged heavy cruiser back there. So 5100. It's coming at us nose on. So this won't be too accurate. So I'm going to just fire off 2 sets. That'll probably at least nail a transport or 2. And now, using my 2 rearmost Dubros, I'll fire another set. Okay, not too shabby. Merchant, TR Merchant, torpedo explodes in wake. That's interesting. That's new. Well, let's keep on launching, I guess. Just because we have the torpedoes and our destroyers aren't really gunboats. So we're just looking to sink, I think, hopefully six of these perch. And we got one right here. So I'm going to go to my rearmost one and fire for salvo right in his face. He dodged it, so that must be a warship. Although it might be a transport. It's listed as an AV. So I've done a 25 knots on one of my ships. This one here. Detach it. There we go. And send it to Cagliari. We're going to crank it right back up to full speed for the rest of the fleets, the rest of the destroyers. And we're going to cruise right into the middle of all this. We know there's warships in here somewhere, but as I said, if I can get near their transports with my cruisers, then we'll pretty much guaranteed get the 6 kills that we need. How my destroyers looking up here? They're not doing too shabby either. And that should do it. So for now, I think these are escorts. We're going to fire some torpedoes over that way. Alrighty. Oh, we missed. Alright. That should do it, right? Let's start sending the destroyers home. Yep, that does it. We'll send the destroyers home. And we'll just finish off these transports. Just put them out of their misery. And then off we go. Back to Cagliari. We pop out. We attack the convoy on its way to Tunisia. And we zoom right back home. If we could capture Tunisia, that would be pretty swell. We haven't captured anything since Rhodes, and then we lost it like immediately. Alrighty. How did we do? So we took light damage. In return, we sank a light cruiser, 2 destroyers, and 15 transports. Take a look at this light cruiser. Was it any good? 1922, kind of old. Kind of old. But we get 2 prestige points. 17 submarines. Improved 6-inch guns, research quality 1. That's actually very nice. New Austrian fighter. Fighting continues in Tunisia. We're not being held up now. We lost a sub. We lost another. Food's becoming scarce. We sank 10 enemy merchants. We lost 1. It's a kind of ratio I like. Save. Let's see, we're 20 minutes in. We might call it here. Let's see if we can find something to do here. Putter around. I think we need more destroyers. So my destroyers have 5-inch guns, the Calypsos, so I don't have to worry about trying to upgrade their guns to the better 6-inch guns. So we'll build 8 more Calypsos. It's going to be expensive, but that we need to. The Euros have done well, and they're still doing well. We can probably give them one more upgrade. They're starting to go obsolete for the first. Well, they're going obsolete for the first time, so we can at least keep them around as part of these higher number fleets, just as spares for various things. And yeah, that's probably it. We're 20 some minutes in. I'll record another episode right after this. Um, I have in my queue that's loaded up already. I have just today's later today's episode ready to go. So I need to get ahead a few days just in case. But I'm glad you're here. Appreciate you, and I'll see you next time.